discussion being completed on that.
Jim, can I just ask a couple of questions of the chief?
I think that would be out of order. We're dealing with the, as it is on the agenda, the revisions regarding the Market Street Theater.
Well, before I vote on the agreement, I have some questions I have for the chief. I know he was on the Market Street Advisory Committee, and he provided a lot of input, and I think it'd be, certainly as a selectman, to have that opportunity just to confirm for me that he still has the same thoughts he had about 8 months ago, recommending that we delay action on this until he is completed.
And I'm going to rule that out of order based on the fact that 2 meetings ago, we had the opportunity for the public, for us three, to take advantage of the opportunity to make our positions quite clear, and we all did. And that part of the discussion is closed. Last week, quite frankly, we had people here from the public, and the chair ruled that they would restrict their comments at that point to what was on the agenda, and that was the language of the agreement. And Ann Mitchell and Wally McKenzie adhered to that, and we are now at the final vote on the development agreement.
Well, unlike them, I'm elected to the Board of Selectmen, and I can represent the people, I represent the neighbors, and I'd just like to quickly make a comment. As I stated before, and since day one, I fully support Market Street, and I greatly appreciate the strong partner they have been for the town of Lynnfield. Likewise, the town of Lynnfield has been a strong partner to help make sure Market Street continues to thrive and remain successful. As chairman of the Board of Selectmen and with the support of my fellow colleagues, we appointed the Market Street Advisory Committee. I propose this committee because our board has long stressed process on a decision we make, especially of this magnitude. That committee finalized their findings 8 months ago on June 28, 2018. It recommended that any decision on a cinema be delayed until we fully know what the impact of the Leahy development will be. Chief Breen, who I greatly respect, and I wish we could hear his comments tonight, sat on that committee, and I believe, and I have talked to him about this, stands strong in his belief that we should delay any decision on a cinema until we know what the impact of the Leahy development will be. I support the chief, I support the findings of the committee, and I support the Board of Selectmen's strong emphasis on process and due diligence when we make any decision that impacts the town of Lynnfield. My vote against this agreement is not a vote against the cinema. It is a vote to delay any decision we make until we have all the facts, which we do not have, to make a fully informed decision. We need to follow a timeline that is good for the Lynnfield and the surrounding neighborhoods. They deserve that much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Barrett. Do I have a motion on the approval of the revisions made to the Market Street development agreement?
Mr. Chairman, I move that the board approve the Second Amendment to the restated development agreement as presented by Town Council Tom Mullen.
I'll second that motion. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against?
No.
Two in favor, the motion carries. Next order of business is recommendations on the annual town meeting warrant